What if everything you thought you knew about happiness was wrong? What if the key to finding true treasure meant giving up everything you hold dear? This is the story of a youngest brother who made a choice so shocking it broke his family's heart, but it also changed his life in ways no one could have ever imagined. It's a story of sacrifice, love, and the kind of blessing that money can't buy. Stay with me, because what happens next will hit you right in the soul. You won't see it coming. In a small village, there lived 4 brothers who had just lost their father. After their father passed away, they decided to divide his land and house equally among themselves. Each brother received his share, and they agreed that their mother would stay with each brother for 1 month at a time. But the youngest brother, who was kind and caring, didn't like the idea of passing their mother around like that. He worried that his brothers might not treat her well or care for her properly. So he thought of a different plan, one that would change everything. The youngest son spoke up and said, "My brothers, please listen. Let me take care of our mother for the rest of her life. I hand over my land and house to you." The 3 older brothers thought he was foolish to give up his land and house just to care for their mother. They happily agreed, thinking it was a good deal. They would get more property and avoid the responsibility. So they handed their mother over to the youngest brother, not realizing what lay ahead. The youngest brother and his wife moved into a small hut he already owned. There, he devoted himself to caring for his mother, day and night. He made sure she lacked nothing and treated her with all his heart. Life became simple and sometimes hard. One day his wife said, "We have nothing left." But he replied, "I gave up of my land and home for my mother because I believe there is no greater treasure in this world than a mother. I've heard that serving one's mother brings blessings in this world and the hereafter. I chose my mother, and I know blessings will come our way." One night, after a long day, he fell asleep and dreamed. In his dream, he saw 1,000 gold coins and heard a voice say, "These coins are for you. If you want, I can tell you where to find them." He asked, "Will these coins bring blessings?" The voice answered, "No, they won't." He refused, saying, "I don't want them if they don't bring blessings." The next night, the same dream came with 100 gold coins. Again, he asked about blessings, and again the answer was no. He refused once more. When he told his wife about it, she was frustrated, but he just said, "I only want things that bring blessings." On the 3rd night, the voice offered him 2 gold coins, saying they would bring him good luck. This time, he accepted the offer and was shown a path through the forest, where he would find a tree hiding a treasure. The next morning, he told his wife and followed the path. He found the tree and the 2 gold coins, just as in his dream. He showed the coins to his wife and asked her to keep them safe. She suggested they use 1 coin to buy food, as they had been living in poverty for so long. He agreed and went to the market to buy a large fish. When his wife cleaned the fish, she was surprised to find 2 sparkling pearls on the fish's belly. They were both amazed. He took 1 pearl to a jeweler in a nearby city. The jeweler was astonished and said, "This pearl is precious beyond price. I can't afford to buy it, but take it to the king. He is wise and generous. He will appreciate it and offer a fair price." The man went to the king and shared the story of his devotion to his mother. The king was deeply moved. The king said, "This pearl is indeed priceless. To give you a fair reward, bring me the 2nd pearl." The man returned with both pearls. The king was overjoyed and ordered his servants to fill 4 donkeys with as much gold as they could carry as a reward. When the man returned home, he showed his wife the incredible wealth and said, "Didn't I tell you? This is the blessing of serving my mother." From this story, we learn that there is no greater treasure than a mother's love. True wealth doesn't come from money or property, but from love, kindness, and caring for those who raised us. The youngest son's devotion brought blessings far greater than material riches. When we put others' needs before our own, life often rewards us in ways we never expect. Kindness and family bonds are the greatest treasures of all.